Hello, 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 my lovelies. It is Talk Radio, TAWK Radio, with your hostess Cypher Kai on the ones and twos. This is www.tawkradio.com/shows. Tonight is Freaky Fridays, you guys, and it's a special episode because, oh my goodness, first of all, let me just apologize in advance. There was no Freaky Friday show last week. As I had mentioned, my uncle got drunk and fell and bumped his head. And yes, he's okay. My uncle is a professional drunk. So he can hold his liquor better than he can hold himself up. So I decided to make sure that that's not a situation tonight. And I had some very important things that I had to tend to last night. So with that, I'm not home at all, so drunken uncle cannot interrupt the show this evening. I'm actually parked on the side of the road out of state. I've not done a broadcast on the road for a long time. I went to take care of some emergency situations and made sure to walk with my equipment because I wanted to make sure that if I was not able to get back in time, I could do my broadcast no matter what. Now, I'm hoping that where I am is kind of desolate. There should be no ambulances passing me and, fire trucks or police cars, but you never know, right? So it's pretty, I'm safe on the side of the road. I do see some livestock crossing the street. It's in front of me. The windows are up. I'm pretty warm, so everything should be okay, right? Live radio, unscripted and uncensored. So let me start from very early with the bullshittery. We do make up words here. It is Freaky Fridays, yeah? So this is a show that is extremely explicit, sexually explicit. It can be very profane for the time being. I am revamping the show. There will be a slight wind down on certain things, but the authenticity will still be there. We are all grown-ups. You should be grown when you're listening to the show, or at the very least, open-minded and sexually active already. Yeah? So if you are a prude, if you are easily offended, if profanity is not your thing, if sexual conversations are not your thing, I understand. I do understand that this is an acquired taste. I absolutely understand that. So it's okay if this is not your cup of tea. You can come back and listen to the show either on Wednesday for our Worldwide Wednesdays musical mix at 6, where I play music and talk about political commentary, and then also you guys get a treat. I did a show on Wednesday. Go back in the archive and check that out. I'm broadcasting live tonight for the Freaky Fridays, and I'm doing a broadcast tomorrow. We were running a promotion for the Small Business Saturdays, and you guys' responses have been amazing. So what we're doing is we're giving you discounted rates if you wanted to run an ad for your business or service, and if you were an independent artist and wanted your music to be played, then we had special promotions and prices for you, right? Because you're loyal Talk Radio listeners. And so the response was really nice. And so tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is going to be the Small Business Saturdays for a solid hour. Just music and shout outs, no profanity. There might be the grown-up versions of some of the songs playing, but other than that, it's none of my debauchery flying at my mouth, yeah? If you guys want to take advantage of that, we'll try to do that 2 times a month so far. When we revamp the show, it'll be something that comes on every week, right? If you guys want to take advantage of that, please send us an email at sales@tawkradio.com and put Small Biz Saturday in the subject line. And we will get back to you with your contact information and such. We'll call you, let you know what the promotions are, get your information, all that stuff. And yeah, and if you don't have a Cash App, please get one. That's the only way currently that we accept payment, and we do our giveaways as well. So get a Cash App. If you don't have one, get one. All right, let's start off. I know in the United States, the stimulus money went out to lots of people. And for those of you who feel inclined to give a blessing to the platform, I'm not mad at you, and I appreciate you in advance. Our Cash App call sign is the $, TAWKRADIO. But also, those of you who got your money, you put down something towards your rent or responsible things because the eviction moratoriums will be up soon enough, and you're out just turning up this evening, be responsible. Put me in your ears. No fiddling with your phone and that kind of thing. Let's be grown and responsible tonight, people. So let's start it off with Miss Coffee's Toast here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, but go on with it.
Yo, is it? Are you kidding me?
To us, yeah. So we are coming with a force. course. Yeah, blessings we are reap and we coursing on full. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored then only said the road and me go on with the road. Third form, me say me try a thing, and you know it formed up to be
TAWK Radio.
with chronic say I sing, yeah, see me all diggy soon get the higher ring like hello brother. You say I had to shot ya, saw your poster, spectacular photo. Keep it burning, yes, that's the motto. If me the butter pass through your shot to girl ball in a life, man. Me have to thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast to the friends we take off every load. One time they sit down in a class and we bored then only said the road and me go on with it, go on with it. That's how our blessings upon me. And send me to tell them a story.
TAWK Radio.
Me they give him the glory, and me delighted. Jano say me passion ignited. Got the music get me excited. Coming like a potion. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast for the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored then only said the road and me go on with the road. Toast, yeah, yeah, yeah. Toast. Oh, we not rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life and my thank God for the journey, the earnings are just for the plus. Yeah, and gratitude is a must. Yeah, me see blessings fall by my right hand. But I toast to the friends we take off every load. One time did sit down in a class and we bored then only said the road and me go on with the road. Toast, yeah, yeah, yeah. Toast, yeah,
TAWKRadio.com's Freaky Fucking Fridays. I couldn't wait. I was trying to wait a few more minutes. Couldn't wait. I need you guys to know exactly the temperament of the show tonight. It is Freaky Fridays. I am here. I didn't get a chance to broadcast last week, and so I was vexed, yeah? I want you guys to go into the archives as well. That Wednesday show was really turned up. Very profane, though. Not like the normal Wednesday shows. A lot of fucks were flying. Lots of fucks were flying. Lots of things pissing me off. As my Pistivity Corner Part 2. So you might want to check that out. I was going to do something. I'm going to see if I can do something tonight. Fucking around with the controls and things. I'm going to see if I can do something this evening. It's a surprise for you guys. Mr. Ven in the public chat room, I have a surprise for you. I think I'm going to tell you around 8:15, so stay tuned for that. Surprise for you. Also, again, shout out to all of the small businesses and independent artists who decided to be part of the Small Business Saturdays. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you guys for trusting me with your products and services and your music. I appreciate you. I love the fact you love the platform and know what it's about and want to be a part of it. I absolutely appreciate that. I will go into the stats in a minute to see which countries made the biggest movement from Wednesday until now, I guess, or last week Friday till, well, no, I didn't broadcast last week Friday. I'll figure it out. I know you guys love to know when I give the shout outs and whatnot. So tonight is the ABCs of Sex series, the letter J. That's what we're talking about. And also, let me just give a disclaimer also, that Wednesday show was extremely opinionated. Right? I did say a lot of salacious things. I stand by the things I said. I said what I say what I said. Right? So again, if you've got thin skin, I was going off on everybody. Equal opportunity liquid all across the board. Just all across the board. So that's what it is, right? Now, share the link around with your friends, www.tawkradio.com/shows. Safe journeys to all of the people that are going on vacation right now. You're going out of town, you want to shake a leg, shake an ass, put on a bikini, whatever it is, because things are open now. So be safe doing that. And for those of you who decided to stick around, not go out tonight and get drunk and party, and you're here with me for whatever that means, whatever state or country you're in, I greatly appreciate you. There we go, and Bob's your uncle. So I got some music queued up in here. Tomorrow we'll be doing a strong hour tomorrow for the Small Business Saturday. So thank you guys for that very much. Going to tell you guys a little bit of my business after this song. Went through some things last night. So right now I'm parked on the side of the road. If you can hear cars passing me, I'm parked on the side of the road. I had to make a dash out of town last night to out some fires and fix some things and put my cape on. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm parked up. I couldn't make it back to my residence to do the broadcast, but I'm on the side of the road and I'm going to be here and be safe and do this broadcast. So here we go. The next one I'm going to play here tonight is Benetton, Jack Frost, Tingo. This is my anthem. It's going to be my anthem. It's from 2018, but you know what? It's lasting. The words just still make sense to me. Tingo from Jack Frost on Freaky Fridays.
20 great team, Jack Frost. Don't want a name. I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. Cut off certain people cause them fake. I saw the tingo, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. Give them rough and hang them, set them drop right through the window. Yeah, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. If you're in the general, you know me not gonna linger. Yeah, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. And I like come and chat talk to me, make a finger. What am I stressed for? What are them a vex for? Insecurities make certain people act so extra. In a me Tesla, pull up at the rest stop. Now run out of gas if so I get some up the next stop. Yes,
CAWK Radio.
Forget attention, but we're going like we're blind, yeah. Some let jealousy ruin them lives. So when you step up in a life, your friends circle decline, yeah. I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. Cut off certain people cause them fake. I saw the tingo, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. Give them rough and hang them, set them drop right through the window, yeah. I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. If you're in the general, you know me not gonna linger, yeah. I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. And I like come and chat talk to me, make a finger. We all in the same bubble, I fight different struggles with limited time. I try to figure out this puzzle. Imagine you want work hard at the things I sell and somebody when I like you will look trouble. So say them I gonna do you something, do I can't trust what you see. Even salt looks like sugar. I talk about coulda, shoulda, woulda. Online them I chat off just forget viewers. You see, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. Cut off certain people cause them fake. I saw the tingo, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. Give them rough and hang them, set them drop right through the window. Yeah, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. If you're in the general, you know me not gonna linger. Yeah, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. And I like come and chat talk to me, make a finger.
CAWK Radio.
Insecurities make certain people act so extra. In a me Tesla, pull up at the rest stop. Now run out of gas if so I get some up the next stop. Yeah, certain people we don't pay them no mind. Them do the most forget attention, but we're going like we're blind. Yeah, some let jealousy ruin them lives. So when you step up in a life, your friends circle decline. Yeah, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. Cut off certain people cause them fake. I saw the tingo, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. Give them rough and hang them, set them drop right through the window. Yeah, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. If you're in the general, you know me not gonna linger. Yeah, I saw the tingo, yes I saw the tingo. And I like come and chat talk to me, make a finger. Talk to me, make a finger. Talk to me, make a finger.
TAWK Radio with your host Cypher Kai on the ones and twos. www.tawkradio.com/shows for the Freaky fucking Fridays. Freaky fucking Fridays. Let me get myself hyped up. So, I was telling you guys I had to put my cape on last night. I had an emergency happened. The family member had a run-in with law enforcement, and I had to jump into action and take care of some things. And, shout out to the state troopers I encountered last night. By the grace of God, one of them happened to be a talker, recognized my voice right away. So that was a blessing, innit? I told you guys, law enforcement listens. I've got politicians that listen, nurses, doctors, psychiatrists. You guys are amazing. The amount of the scope of people that tune into talk radio is absolutely amazing. I was very nervous, considering the situation. Nothing really shakes me, moves me. But when something happens with, one of my children, it's different. It hits different, And so I spent, a lot of time just trying to meditate and think. I tried to reach out to my sounding board, and they weren't there for me, and it was just really eye-opening. And so I spent a lot of time last night crying, and I didn't even know my tear duct still worked. I hadn't cried in a long time, but I've been crying, and I had no shame in saying that, because sometimes you just need to get things out. But I spent the night crying, the whole evening. My eyes are all puffy and all kinds of shit, and but it was cathartic. I needed to get it out. And then I made a decision in that moment. I said, you know what? I've decided. Yeah, and I want to share this with you guys because there's no weakness to crying. If you need to cry, you need to scream, you need to do productive things to get your energy out. Nothing that's going to harm anyone else. But I made a decision last night, after the tears had stopped rolling, and I tried to get some sleep, and I just tried to meditate. What I decided is that I'm not crying anymore. I'm just not crying anymore. No more tears of sadness, no more tears of anger and disappointment, only tears of joy. I've decided very clearly that the next time that I cry has to be for one of three reasons, and none of which I'm sure you guys are going to think it's going to be, right? So it has to be either when I finally wake my vagina up, right? And I'm making love, not fucking. I'm making love to the person that I choose. Right, so let me rephrase that. The person that God chooses for me, sends for me with that sentence. I don't know if I ever told you guys about the sentence. So I have an Achilles heel for a particular person. And, I feel led to do certain things, move certain ways, and have sustained and abstained for said person. But I understand that they're my Achilles heel. And so I've been, tottering with their behaviors, maybe second guess this journey I've been on. And so, just for my own confirmation, my own little stupid human arrogance, I gave God a sentence, right? Privately in my spirit, meditated on this thing, gave him a sentence, and I said, God, please, the person that you would have for me, not that I want, not my own things, the person that you would have for me, the one that you fixed and molded and spoke to his spirit and set him for me, let him come to me with this sentence in his mouth. Right? Now, here's where you got to be careful what you pray for, yeah? Because I recall when I made that request to God, I think the following day, this particular Achilles heel of mine blurted out half of the sentence in anger. I immediately freaked out. I was like, oh, no, stop talking. Jumped off the phone, ran back to my room, dropped to my knees, and asked God, okay, whoa. Let me rephrase my request. So then I went back and I said, Lord, this particular sentence, put it in the heart, mind, mouth, spirit, and actions of the person that you would have for me, right? Don't let them blurt it out in anger. That's not what it is. And I say that to give testimony because it meant that God hears me. It meant that he can hear all of us. And when we go to him, clean-hearted and cry out for something, he will answer. But when he answers like that, it's for you to check yourself and make sure that you know that what you're requesting is in line with what you want. Set your intentions and be intentional in your prayers, right? Careful with your words, right? And we're going to have a whole show about this because I was saying to people before, I'm going to call it the faulty woman's prayer. And not only women do it, but just faulty in the sense that, there's a lot of people out here say, oh God, send me a man and this and this and this, right? But they don't specify what kind of man. Or they'll go, God, send me Bob Jones. He's got, he's well endowed and we used to date before and I want to rekindle things with him and this and this and this. But they forgot why them and Bob Jones broke up. Right? And so you don't ask God, you didn't think to ask God to, clear up those things and prepare yourself for this person. And so they brought back Bob Jones. And in the interim, lots of things are blocking you and stopping you. Bob is ignoring you, beating you, whatever he's doing. And you keep saying, well, that's why is he acting? No, you didn't. No. You didn't ask God to send the person he had for you. You asked God to send Bob Jones. Bob Jones is a bastard. But that's what you asked for, right? You got to learn to pray for things that are for your highest good. It might not be what you want. It might not be the blessing that comes in the packaging you thought it would come in, right? But you have to ask God for what he has for you because you have to know, once you believe that it's always in your highest good. I wanted to get all the good stuff out in the beginning of the show because it's going to be a debauchery and slackness coming up. But I felt, a calling on my spirit just now as I'm speaking live radio, unscripted and uncensored, to share that story with you guys. That when you pray for something, whether it be love, money, opportunities or whatever, take your time. Be intentional with your words, right? That's why when you write down words, it's called spelling. You're spell binding with your words, right? The same way Now, I don't know if you ever noticed, those of you who are grown and maybe were ever bullied in school or was the bully in school or whatever, the reason why when you run into these people 20 years later and they're still cutting their eyes at you and calling you bastards is because they've not forgotten what you've done. Most of them would have rather you beat the shit out of them than to say the nasty things that you said to them that changed the whole entire scope of how they move and how they think and what they do and who they've become. Right? So be intentional with your mouth. Be intentional with your thoughts. Right? Just be intentional. Okay. So I'm giving that out to you. That's free advice there. Right? I'm going to play another song. And Mr. Ven Ven, I'm going to come back and tell you what your surprise is. What your surprise is publicly. What your surprise is publicly. And for those of you, again, I'm so grateful for those of you who participated or have chosen to participate in the Small Business Saturdays tomorrow. We're doing a broadcast tomorrow, Cypher 3 times for the week, right? Be on broadcasting tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Bob's your uncle. The next song we're going to play, I think I'm going to play them in order tonight, because why not? Right? Why not? So the next one I'm going to play here is actually called Chapter 9. It's one of our independent artists. Chapter 9, Fake Friends on the Drake One Dance Rhythm on Freaky Fridays.
Them go like a winter, stink and smell. They no want see me make it, chill them like peanut shell. Hear me now? Them fast like a sprinter, me ears a ring like bell. They no stop call me name, no stop call me name. None of my friend them no bad mind. None of my friend them no bad mind. Them say them are your friend to the end, but enough of them cool like a landmine. None of my friend them no bad mind. None of my friend them no bad mind. Them say them are your friend to the end, but enough of them cool like a landmine. Well, if you just fake friend, well you know fit. Them we plan for your life and go fit. When them build this split, don't puffy. Them want see you dead like Guppy. Fake friend a look ranks like Cutty. When them step in link, don't trust it. Heart no clean it, mucky and dirty. The door open and them want fi shutty. None of my friend them no bad mind. None of my friend them
TAWK Radio.
Them are your friend to the end, but enough of them cool like a landmine. None of my friend them no bad mind. None of my friend them no bad mind. Them say them are your friend to the end, but enough of them cool like a landmine. Me no want no friend fi build me, and then I turn around come kill me. Me no change, rearrange me or steal me. But some boy a play a role, make me feel me. Fake friend them no want see you prosper. And your life and your soul them a ask for. Them who want see you dead like Jasper. When me see them me shout imposter. None of my friend them no bad mind. None of my friend them no bad mind. Them say them are your friend to the end, but enough of them cool like a landmine. None of my friend them no bad mind. None of my friend them no bad mind. Them say them are your friend to the end, but enough of them cool like a landmine.
TAWK Radio.
Chill them like peanut shell. You no stop call me name, no stop call me name. None of my friend them no bad mind. 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 Them say them are your friend to the end, but enough of them cool like a landmine. None of my friend them no bad mind. None of my friend them no bad mind. Them say them are your friend to the end, but enough of them cool like a landmine. None of my friend them no bad mind. None of my friend them no bad mind. How do we go speak to one?
TAWKradio.com/shows, TAWK.com/shows, Freaky Fridays with your hostess Cypher Kai on the ones and twos. So I'm actually, Mr. Ven Ven, let me give you to it now. So I've decided I'm pulling an audible because of your loyalty to the platform, because of your loyalty just all around for Talk Radio. You thug for Talk Radio. You share the links for Talk Radio. You are on the lines waiting like a lot of other people, sometimes even before me. I'm pulling an audible and I've decided to upgrade your Small Business Saturday package tomorrow. So instead of the one that you purchased, we're going to give you the upgrade to that. And we'll be playing your song Body Medicine tomorrow on the Small Business Saturdays. I pulled an audible. That's it. I've decided that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. So Mr. Ven, you got the upgrade to your package for your loyalty and respect and continued support here on Talk Radio. So tune in tomorrow, share the link around. That link will actually go out either very early in the morning. Yes, very early in the morning. I won't do it tonight. After I'm done with the broadcast tonight, I'm going to be driving back to my location. And so I'll put the link out for the Saturday show, like maybe 6 o'clock in the morning after my prayer and meditation. Yes, I do pray. I do. I talk a lot of crazy, but I do pray. Right? I do. And so to all of the global community that's tuned in right now, shout out to you as well. I'm going to play a song, come back and give you guys the stats before I start the debauchery for the evening. I did send a link to a very nice young lady. I had promised her if she logged on really quickly, just to hear what this sounds like. I won't curse for the next 5 minutes. So I'm holding my restraint. I don't know if she's actually come on or not, but I did say I wouldn't curse for the next 5 minutes, just in case she did. Just in case she did. So, there it is. Anywho, so that was your surprise, Mr. Ven. If you are listening to the show right now and you want to give any feedback when I start the topic of the evening, the ABCs of Sex series, the letter J, the continuation of our series here, 347-450-3958, 347-450-3958, or if you're an international talker and you want to get your feedback in, www.facebook.com/TAWKRADIO, and send me a private message that I can read back and forth. Okay. As the coming months are coming up, we'll be doing some much more powerful things, and I'm going to keep you guys posted on all of that. This one I'm going to play now is actually Busy Signals, The Reasoning, here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Yo, dog, where I deal it?
When you there with party,
There.
call you back from when car. You me bad charge.
So where they pan? You good?
There like the mayor go and run it off in the dark. Calm, me no laugh in the dark.
Man.
So I'm to the girl over there. What, a pussy fat?
Yo, bumbo clock, dog. You want to see when she sinking her back? Going at the pussy, tight like a knot.
What?
I wonder right now if she tie me with that.
Yo, me dream in my sexy states when they live round the block.
Yeah.
Check me this morning about round 3 o'clock.
Man.
Get the girl some rascal fuck from back. Shut up boy equal rights, me have to shut her box.
Box?
Eh?
John, what dog? You never have to box, sir.
You want to see me make she run out of the house like a track star.
You feel she call police?
Me don't know, you have to go ask her.
Man, we chat a bag of things to make you mad star.
Yo, she alright. Anyway, we get some high grade weed from country.
For real?
You know no link for me sell something to Beanie and Bunty.
What you say? Make sure say a high grade no dog, cause you don't know. In general, them nah but no fuck.
Hey, here we go on. You have a link for half your coat.
What?
The wickedest thing since Gregory Isaac, they're not joke.
Dog, where you get
TAWK Radio, Freaky Fridays.
End up in a court.
me bumbo clock, dog? You involved in that?
Not really.
You don't know say on my phone certain things no fear chat.
I'm not chatting, I'm not talking parrot.
Yo.
I told you I'm a friend for real, make my name not tell you that.
Right now, dog.
Yeah.
Me no want involved.
Don't know.
Nah, go to jail again and know from when my case resolved.
You have a bag of shit and a bag of problem I really need to solve. Man, want the money, dog. Yo, dog.
Yo, let me tell you this. It's like your ears, them a feel.
Feel?
Not even as visitor, me nah go back a jail. Get yourself in a shit, my money nah be.
Yeah, the man.
Hey, see me and see me to dog. Need na yell.
Hey, John, what me G?
What?
So you deal with it?
I fuck career keep up, so what? You know what, me be real with it.
You don't know, dog, man, nice street. That's why I feel look my food for you.
Yo, me I get a one call.
Alright, me show you.
Yeah, little bit.
TAWK Radio's Worldwide Wednesdays, musical mix at, oh Lord, Worldwide Wednesdays, live unscripted radio, Freaky Fridays, my God, Freaky Fridays. Here on Talk Radio with your host, Cypher Kai, parked on the side of the road, out of town, keeping safe for you guys, but making sure that I'm here. We had a little debacle last week when my uncle got drunk and fell and bumped his head. He is all right. Thank you guys for all of the prayers and reaching out to find out if he's okay. Like I said, my uncle is a professional drunk. So even after he bumped his head, he got up next morning, he was drunk. And when I left last night, he was drinking. Sure, he hasn't sobered up yet. Didn't want to take any chances. Didn't want to take any chances at all. So we're going to have the ABCs of Sex series, the letter J, take two. We tried this last week. It didn't happen. So let's get into it, right? I'm going to tell you guys some terms. Let's start with the letter J, sexual terms. Start with the letter J. We're going to all learn some things. You get your papers and pens out right now. Papers and pens out right now. So we're going to play one more song for you to get sorted. Who's got your weed? Who's got their CBD? Who's got their vapes? Who's got their Henny? Who's got their blue label? What is it? Johnny Walker blue label. Whatever you're drinking and smoking to wind yourself down, do that. And then we're going to get into the show. And then also, you guys sent me like 2 sex-related articles that were in the news in your town, city, country that you want my feedback on. There's something else we're doing around the 9-something part of the show. Right? We'll get into that. Play some really great music. Party time, party time. I got 150,000 of you and counting listening to the show this evening globally. So I appreciate you being here. You know what I'm saying? So one more. No, that's a long one. Let's do a short one. All right, so I'm going to play Ozuna, DJ Snake. I'm sorry, Ozuna, Diddy, and DJ Snake at a stop here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Ozuna, yo te vi ese día en el club, pero luego de eso te perdí. Yo sé que eres una del top, pero aprovecha que estoy aquí. Quisiera escaparme, bailar toda la noche, junto a ti, baby.
TAWK Radio.
4 en la mañana en el baile, sudando como que me falta el aire. De ese jarabe, mami, tú tráeme. Mi cama no espera, así que caile. Una demente me gusta como me usa. Te veo y es como si yo me llenara de musa. Róbame así como una intrusa. Rómpela y no se me rehúsa. Ya y se queda con el pro. El corillo de su amiga le llegó. Yo sé que eres una del top. Bailame el día y la prendió. Ya y se queda con el pro. El corillo de su amiga le llegó. Yo sé que eres una del top. Bailame el día y la prendió. Yo te vi ese día en el club, pero luego de eso te perdí. Yo sé que eres una del top, pero aprovecha que estoy aquí. Quiero devorarte, quisiera escaparme, bailar toda la noche.
TAWK Radio, Freaky Friday.
Ozuna, let me talk to her. Check this out. My old thing back in the game gave her the game, but she still left me with the pain. I guess I need a girl again. Somebody I can marry, give the world again. Cause the sun don't shine forever. Unless it's bad boy, then you know that we ride forever. Necesito una niña, Ciroc con piña. We in Puerto Rico, una mami latina, yeah.
Ya y se queda con el pro. El corillo de su amiga le llegó. Yo sé que eres una del top. Bailame el día y la prendió. Ya y se queda con el pro. El corillo de su amiga le llegó. Yo sé que eres una del top. Bailame el día y la prendió. Yo te vi ese día en el club, pero luego de eso te perdí. Yo sé que eres una del top, pero aprovecha que estoy aquí. Quiero devorarte, quisiera escaparme, bailar toda la noche, junto a ti, baby.
Ozuna, they call me Diddy. DJ Snake,
Ay, María, el flow,
bad boy.
dímelo,
I see you, girl.
baby.
Let's go.
TAWK Radio with your hostess Cypher Kai on the ones and twos for this Freaky Fridays. Now I did honor my word. I stayed curse free, profanity free for 5 minutes. So shout out to the young lady that jumped on. I hope you got to enjoy that little bit. There is a show Well, there's like 100 and something archives on the website. Now, on the Wednesday shows, the Worldwide Wednesdays, Musical Mix at 6, those are not as profane. The one that I did on Wednesday, though, was extremely profane, just not sexually provocative. So when you're so inclined and you got some time, I was going off on everyone, my Pistivity corner. But there's a lot of times where you can learn things on talk radio, substantive things, political things, informational things, right? So I say all that to say, I think you're like a 30-second or something behind me for the delay or the whatever it is, but just letting you know that the F-bombs are going to start to fly, or the naughty things are coming out my mouth. So just be warned about that. You know what I'm saying? This might be the part where you want to log off, and I'm trying to be very kind to this particular young lady because I don't want to be the one that corrupts her. She's very nice, very nice. But this might be where you want to exit. You don't have to. Might learn some things. We're doing the ABCs of Sex series, the letter J. Yeah. I'm also giving away a butt plug tonight, you guys. Oh my God. So for all of my priders, and it's not just for them. I've been told, because I had people texting me already saying, look it, I hope that I see the rainbow in the link that went out. I hope it's not just for the priders, because my Guyanese talkers, my ass jockeys, have been very adamant that they'd like to be one of the people that wins the butt plug tonight. So I might do that. I might do an international giveaway, and then round the way, because we broadcast in the United States. We might do 2 tonight. We've got some really fancy ones. Look here, I don't know what you guys get out of using butt plugs. Can't knock you, whatever you're into. But I've got some really fancy ones. I got one that looks like a what's this thing? It's look like a you know what I'll do? I'll take some pictures tomorrow and post them on the Facebook page. That's what I think I'll do. Whoever goes up under the picture first and second and say that they want to win the butt plugs, whichever one you want, that's who'll get them. That's how we'll do it. Fuck it. That's how we'll do it. Whatever. Nothing hard. I like to actually give you guys things. I don't like to make it hard for you. So let's continue with the ABCs of Sex series. Shout out also to Mr. Ware in the public chat room. Hello. Hello. Nice to have you here. Shout out to all of my Sabbath keepers that are tuning in as well. No shame here, okay? Because I know for a fact I've got a very big reach in like Israel and things that I know is Sabbath for them now. Shout out to all of my Jewish people that listen to the show. Oh, let me do the stats as well. I'll do that when I come back. Anyway, let's start. ABCs of Sex series, letter J, live, unscripted and uncensored. I hope you guys got your whatever you're drinking and your papers and pens, and let's learn some things tonight together. All right. So the first one is jackal, an opportunistic man who has sex with anyone he can, often through devious means. He often has sex with the friends of the hot girls his alpha friends meet. Also a man with no moral compass when it comes to sex. Well, I know a couple of jackals. I know a couple of jackals, goddammit. Alright, so jack off, male masturbation, a worthless man, a synonym for jerk off. Okay, jack off. Alright then. Jackhammer. Ooh. Sounds like I like it already. Hard-pounding sex that gets the job done through blunt force as opposed to finesse. Alright, so that's kind of the one where I like to call that one the balls deep. That's when he's all up in that shit, banging it around. This is not the R&B. This is not the 90s R&B playing. This is when that Spragga, that vintage Spragga Benz, you could deal, for real, that kind of, in there banging around. You got the ball slapping on your ass, jackhammer. Just get up in there, all in the corners and whatnot, like a construction site. All the noise and everything, because when he's banging it out like that, you're making lots of noise. I'm making lots of noise. I'm just saying, maybe it's just me. All right, Jack in the box, a penis, particularly one that springs out of pants when a sex partner unzips him. Ooh, I dated a guy that could do that. Ooh, it was nice. But he had a whole routine he used to do too. He used to do his towel ups with his cock. It was great. But yeah, you unzip it or snatch his clothes off and it popped right out. It was wonderful. Like a Jack in the box. Look at that. Like a Jack in the Box. Never thought about it that way. All right, well, shout out to Mr. Jack in the Box. Yeah. Gotta give homage to good things. Okay, anyway, this is the ABCs of Sex series, the letter J, here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. Gonna play some music, come back, learn you guys a few more of these terminologies here on the show. The next one I'm going to play tonight is called Chibote, the remix. Garcia, Darnell, Casper, Bad Bunny, and a couple other people. Shout out to all of my Latin talkers. I haven't left you out tonight, you guys. Freaky Fridays. This is the long one, though, I think. There it is. Bob's your uncle.
Wow, wow.
Yeah.
Este es el verdadero ritmo. Hey. Suave.
Paso muchas noches pensándote. Yo no sé ni cómo ni cuándo fue, pero solo sé que yo recordé cómo te lo hacía y aquella vez. Si yo no puedo seguir solo, pero sé que te boté, de mi vida te boté.
WK Radio.
No sirve, ya no lo recicla, así que de mi vida muévete, que si te lo metes para recordar un TBT. Yeah, ya yo me cansé de tus mentiras, ahora hay una más dura que me tira. Todo tiene su final, todo expira. Tú eres pasado y el pasado nunca vira. Arranca pa'l carajo, mi cuerpo no te necesita. Lo que pide es un perreo sucio en la placita. No creo que lo nuestro se repita. Dale, prende un fil y deja uno ready pa' ahorita. Yeah. Odio saber que en ti una vez más yo confié. Odio todo lo te amo que mil veces te testé. Baby, mejor que tú ahora tengo como 10. Lo nuestro vive en un Bugatti, te quedaste a pie. Yo te boté, te di banda y te solté. Yo te solté, pa'l carajo te mandé.
Bebé, yo te boté y desde que te di esa bota las gatas son de 3 en 3. Si tú quieres preguntar si no me crees, que ya no tengo estrés, pa' completar la fila son estrés. Viste como el mundo se te fue al revés, yo con ella en RD, que me enamoré el día que la probé. Ya yo no creo que volviste de mami, porque el servicio te lo cancelé. Si no respondo, el problema va a tocar el fondo. Mami, respira hondo mientras te lo escondo. Contigo obligo, yo me pongo el condón, pero posteo a media cancha, baby, como rondón.
TAWK Radio, Freaky Friday.
La herida se cura. Es que en verdad que tú no estás a altura. Te lo juro por Dios que por Dios no se jura. Yo te boté, te di banda y te solté. Pa'l carajo te mandé. De mi vida te saqué.
Pa'l carajo te boté. Yo sin ti me siento bien. Ya no sufro por amores, ahora rompo corazón y sobran las pacas de 100. Tú me rompiste el corazón, sin sentido y sin razón. Pero tengo un culo nuevo que me da mucho cariño y me chinga bien cabrón. No te lo voy a negar que te sufrí, la pasé mal, pero te superé y de mi vida te boté. Y te di banda y te solté. Y de ti no quiero saber. Y pa'l carajo te mandé. Hoy me voy a beber.
Ozuna, de mi vida te boté.
TAWK Radio, Freaky Friday.
La vida entera preguntando a dónde fue, pero tu amiga me tetea. Siempre que ella me desea, se tira una foto conmigo y me dice pa' que tú la veas. Prendo pa' ver si me olvido de tu nombre, tu beso, tu cuerpo, tu gemido. Lo hacíamos en el carro, me gritaba al oído. Cierro los ojos y pienso en todo lo que hicimos, baby. Prendo pa' ver si me olvido de tu nombre, tu beso, tu cuerpo, tu gemido. Lo hacíamos en el carro, me gritaba al oído. Cierro los ojos y pienso en todo lo que hicimos, baby.
Yo te di confianza y me fallaste. Te burlaste de mí y me humillaste. Lejos de aquí te fuiste y ni explicaste. Viste mi película y viraste. Ahora quieres saber lo que pienso de ti. Me siento cabrón porque no estás aquí. Así como viniste tú te puedes ir. No te voy a negar que te sufrí, la pasé mal, pero me superé y de mi vida te boté. Y te boté,
TAWK Radio.
Que llames al amanecer, pidiéndome que te agarre bien duro en la cama y te haga mi mujer. Aprovecho el ritmo con gozo para mandarte pa'l carajo también. No quiero mentira ni tu falsedad. Me voy pa' la calle esta noche a rumbear. Me bebo 2 tragos y te voy a olvidar. Me voy con la baby que quieran jugar. No quiero mentira ni tu falsedad. Me voy pa' la calle esta noche a rumbear. Me bebo 2 tragos y te voy a olvidar. Me voy con la baby que quieran jugar. Yo te boté, te di banda y te solté. Yo te solté, al carajo te mandé. Yo te mandé y de mi vida te saqué. Yo te saqué. Yeah.
Bad Bunny, ba.
This is the remix. Nicky Jam.
Camper,
Darel.
Nio García.
Yeah.
Ozuna,
El negrito claro. This is the remix.
Flow la movie.
Yo, Martino.
Hear this music.
DJ Nelson.
Era dime Chronic Magical.
Esta es la verdadera
De la
vuelta,
Maya.
baby.
La mueve.
Era indica chori complete.
Pa' que sepa.
Verdadera puta de las voces.
Eso es así. Ratatata.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fucking Fridays. Shout out to Miss Tonya in the public chat room. Hello. So tonight we're talking about the ABCs of sex with the letter J. And we're going to do our continuation there. I'm going to give you guys some terminologies and then we'll play some music and have a good time. And you guys sent me some articles. I will see if I can get to that because, like I said, I'm parked on the side of the road. After having to go and deal with something very important. I had to take and put on my cape last night and deal with some things. So I'm here parked on the side of the road. Very safe though, you guys. Don't worry. I don't think you should hear any sirens or anything passing me where I am. Might be me freaking out a little from watching, animals walking in front of the car. But other than that, we're good. The countries that made the biggest movement from last week Friday to this week Friday, which I should have actually gone back a little bit more, shouldn't I? Because I didn't do a broadcast last week. Anyway. Shout out to the United Kingdom, Costa Rica, and the Netherlands. We broadcast from the United States, so they are always, so far, having the most listeners. Let me see if I can go back one more week and see what the stats would be. Let's see. Still learning how to do this stuff. Okay, so we add one more then. So these are not the only countries that tune in, just the ones that made the biggest movement from the time frame I'm putting in. And so it's the United Kingdom, Costa Rica, Russian Federation, and the Netherlands. All right. So shout out also in advance to all of the archivers. These are people who can't listen to the show live because they're working, different time zones, sleeping, whatever. And also, of course, big, gigantic shout outs to my Australian talkers who have decided to use the filth that comes out of my mouth for my Freaky Fridays as their morning talk show. I don't know. Because of the time difference, I'm assuming, when they tell me they sit there and drink their coffee and they listen to talk radio, and I guess the Australians, as they have their toilet water going in opposite directions, they like to turn things around, and Bob's your uncle. And so I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Anthony the Lyft driver. I don't know if I said that earlier, but I'm saying it now. Shout out to Anthony the Lyft driver, who I'm sure is either tuned in now or will tune in the archives. Right? So let's continue with this ABCs of Sex series. All right, so we're up to the Jack Johnson. The Jack Johnson, a hand job that is basically a fist fight between a large black cock and small white hands. Wow. That's not racist at all, is it? First of all, it seems like it's harder for the person that, look, I'm a professional masseuse. I don't tend to give hand jobs when I'm doing sessions. I keep it professional, but I've been known to give a hand job to people I've been with, right? And so it's a lot. If you got too much I got pretty big hands though. I don't think I've ever had a dick bigger than my hands. Got skin that. But if you got little hands and you're messing with somebody with a big dick, that's more taxing on your own risk. Because as a masseuse, when I'm massaging people that are either overweight or really tall or whatever, it is very taxing on your wrist. Same thing, I would think, if you got small tiny hands and you got this guy with a big dick. Now sometimes it doesn't always serve you. Like I was having a conversation with someone the other day, and I was saying, at one point, I've had a couple of different off the air jobs, right? And so I've done some work dealing with older people. And so there was a married couple I used to take care of. I filled in the gap for one of my friends that went on vacation. And the old guy, he's like 70 something years old, couple like 70 something years old. And he was really hung, right? And I could tell he was quite the fetcher in his younger days. The problem is, when you got a big cock, it's real nice when you're younger. Right? But then you got to think about when you're older, what kind of work it puts on somebody, because it wasn't getting erect anymore, but it was just heavy, right? It was literally heavy. And he couldn't help me with it, obviously. He had arthritis, couldn't lift it out my way. Obviously, he's not getting erections to lift it up himself. So it's just kind of heavy. I mean, not like dumbbell heavy, but it has some weight to it. Same thing with the wife. You can tell that, she used to wear her little pom-pom shorts back in the days, got the little pussy printer out and all that. She must have been quite a fetcher, with all those lips and all that shit. But then when you got to wash it, flipping back all them lips, because you want to do a good job. I got long nails, naturally. I had to put gloves on. I'm soaping them up. I think both of them kind of got off on it a little bit, but it doesn't really serve you as much. You kind of think, when I'm thinking about being with a partner for the rest of my life, because I'm an old lady now, right? I start to think about this kind of things, like, how much money do I need to make to make sure we got proper staff that can lift my guy's cock? I don't know if I want to sprain my own wrist. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I'm not getting rid of him because he can't fuck anymore, but at the same time, we want to be all nice and cleanly, while we're still thinking about sexual things in our old age. I'm just saying. So something you might want to think about, guys and ladies and gentlemen, when you're picking people to be your long-time, lifetime partners, or if you go through a divorce and you're getting back in the game with people, you might want to size up. Maybe the guy with the little cock is not as bad as you think. Right? He can still hit what needs to hit. At this point, you don't really want somebody busting through your asshole and making you wear the diapers before time. I'm just kind of thinking, spitballing out loud. I'm just saying, God damn it, let's think about these things. This is the things we talk about and talk for that other people are not discussing, but we need to, because we're grown as fuck. And at some point, we won't be able to fuck. Okay, let's focus. More terminologies. All right then. The next one is jalapeno finger poppers. What the fuck? Pleasuring someone with your fingers directly after handling jalapenos, causing various erogenous zones to experience a mild chemical burn. Now look. God damn it. Okay. Let me give a disclaimer here. I'm reading this list that I came across online when I decided to do this ABCs of Sex series, right? When I'm done with the entire series, I guess I'll mention to you guys where this link was. So I've not tried most of these things. I've not heard of most of these things. We're all learning this stuff together, and I do not read the list ahead of time. Let me just say that. Now, also let me say to whoever the lucky motherfucker is that God is going to put on my path to give you pleasure for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life, sir, please never decide to play with peppers directly or indirectly and put your hands anywhere near my vagina. That would absolutely end our situation and probably your life. Do not put things that burn next to my cooch. Let me give you guys a story. Story time. I'm pretty sure I told this story on the show before. But I'll say it again because it serves to say as a public service announcement, right? Now, I don't like, my coochie is very stush. She doesn't like cold things, right? And she doesn't like things that make her burn. Now, I accidentally, 2 times caused a little burning disturbance with her. Now, thank God, by God's grace, I have never had an STD. And that's why, as though a lot of you keep asking me, well, how do you sit on your coochie so long? How do you stay celibate so long? Because guys are whorish. Love you guys, dumb and yummy, but you guys are pretty whorish. Especially the ones of you guys who are going through a little midlife crisis or whatever else. And so when I weigh out the fact that I want to fuck, let's talk like we're grown, and the fact that I might potentially catch something from just jumping in bed with anyone, it slows me up and makes me think, you know what? I can keep this a little longer. Right? Now, the 2 burning incidents happened because, like I said, I like to be very clean. Even when I'm not using it, I like to be very clean. Now, I'm a thick woman, right? And so I like to make sure that I hit all the crevices and creases and things. And so there was a time I'm going to wash my panooch. I have this little regimen that I do before I shower. I like to make sure I'm overly clean before a fuck and a doctor's visit, specifically. So I go to freshen up my girl with my little regimen before I get in the shower. And so I put together some Dettol. right? West Indians know what Dettol is. It's like an antiseptic. Normally used to clean hospitals and things, but it's an antiseptic. So I dilute it. And this is before I figured out what the proper formula is to dilute said Dettol. So I go to use this thing, and I didn't dilute it right, and I literally thought my clit was going to fry and melt off and fall on the ground. Because I did not have the right recipe for how to do that. Now, I guess you would dilute it based on your own personal tolerance. I figured out that if you have like a wonton soup size container, I don't know what size that is for the small one, you put like a half a cap into one of the, and fill the rest of it with water. That way you can wash it, pull the lips back, you know, you've got an inverted clit, pull the skin back off of that, clean it out properly, you know, part your cheeks, pour some down your ass, you know, down between your ass and clean your ass and all that, you know, clean everything. You know, all right. You can use it on your armpits and things as well, whatever. So that was the first time. The second time, again, me being a masseuse, my dumb ass, I was giving a client a massage. They had strained the muscle, and so I had ended up using some Tiger Balm on them. And this is one of the times I didn't put my gloves on. I normally give massages with gloves, depending on the client, what they need to do, because I don't like to get the burning things, obviously, on my skin. So I didn't put the gloves on, and I gave the client a massage, the particular area with the Tiger Balm. And my silly ass, as soon as I couldn't wait for them to leave, because like, oh my god, I got to use the bathroom. So they leave, I wipe off my hands with just some paper towel, didn't get a chance to wash it, sat down on the toilet to piss. I go to wipe myself, and apparently something missed something, and I got the Tiger Balm on my clit, and oh my god, I felt like I wanted to die. I felt like I wanted to die. This is not something you take some water and kind of put it on there to dilute the feeling. It's like it just kind of feels numb, like a tuning fork. Somebody hit it too hard and it's kind of vibrating. All right, and that's the end of my story. The end. So that is my clit burning story for tonight here on Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio. Okay, so I'm going to play some more music and come back and get into some more of these terminologies. The ABCs of Sex series, the letter J. That was story time for you guys. There you go. The next one I'm going to play is going to be Skepta, WizKid, Bad Energy, Stay Far Away here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
I'm trying to get paid, take money, cash checks. You see the set, that's Lash, that's Dex. Young C, Young Shorty, Milcavelli, White Bricks, True Religion, on the telly, it's me. Wiz got the house full of freaks, that's why I haven't been around for a week. I'm getting pounds in my sleep.
TAWK Radio.
Bring it back before the villain. I had a life, real talk, true religion. It's in the blood, in the jeans, in the stitching. Walked in, no weapon, made a killing. Tongue kissing, pretty women. New iPhone cause I'm done with all the bitching. Tryna be in my position. Keep my shades on cause they're trying to see the vision.
She tell me, bad man, see I need your love. See I need your love. Me need you close to me. Me tell her say me, oh stay on the road. Bad energy, stay far away. Make you stay far away. Just give me love for the night. Give me love for the night. Girl, waste no time.
Breakfast in bed on a plane. I could never complain. I was walking with the limp, had the cane. Dex said greatness and nothing was the same. Now we're set for life. I saw the turn up button and I pressed it twice. You heard I'm in the club, then my best advice is put your shoes on and come and get your wife. Cause we've been having
TAWK Radio.
Every night man are doing sexercise. She look into my eyes, now she's mesmerized.
She tell me, bad man, see I need your love. See I need your love. Me need you close to me. Me tell her say me, oh stay on the road. Bad energy, stay far away. Make you stay far away. Just give me love for the night. Give me love for the night. Girl, waste no time.
Hey, they better get used to the flex. African man, you see the jewels on my neck. Black James Bond, that's the new silhouette. You see me in the street and I was moving correct. Been running around trying to do the home run. Left that girl, she was no fun. I tie one, smoke one. Big Chief Skeppy and I answer to no one. Counting my blessings, I'm feeling special. Bird's eye view, SK level. Give them the shaku when I dance with the devil. Young fella Kuti, the return of the rebel. I told her I need some space. Real busybody, never stay in one place. And she knows I got more tricks under my sleeve. That's why she never wants me to leave.
She tell me, bad man, see I need your love. See I need your love. Me need you close to me. Me tell her say me, oh stay on the road. Bad energy, stay far away. Make you stay far away. Just give me love for the night. Give me love for the night. Girl, waste no time.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fucking Fridays. Whew, okay, so you guys listen, unscripted, uncensored, unapologetic conversations here about grown ass shit, yeah? Grown ass shit. ABCs of Sex Series, the letter J. This is a continuation to next week, obviously, letter K, straight through the alphabet until we're done, right? Shout out to Miss Tonya in the public chat room. You said you had a similar incident with burning your coochie. I need to know your coochie business. Tell me in the public chat room. All of that, guys. There's a lot of you who look in and see the conversations that join in. That's fine. I got some voyeurs on the show. I understand. All right. So the next terminology here for the night is janitor. A wingman who has sex with the ugly friend in a group of women so that his friends can get the ugly girl's attractive friends alone. So named because a janitor takes out the trash. Oh, although the term sounds derogatory, the janitor serves a vital function, much like real janitors. Oh my God. Where did they come up with this shit? So ladies, you know, depending, when you meet guys, you think it's a noble thing, right? It's an essential service. You know, you figure, oh, I met this guy, he said he's a janitor, but he doesn't actually work in an office building or a school. What exactly is the janitor of? Be careful, right? You might think it's cool. Oh, it's an essential service. Cleaning is very vital and critical right now, but it might be something else. Just be careful. That's why we're learning these things here tonight. The next one is a jawbreaker. It's a large penis. Listen, I don't know about a jawbreaker, but I tell you, I've been plotting on somebody who I've told him too. I said, you know, I'm looking quite forward to making a dentist rich. He's like, what are you talking about? I said, listen, I'm trying to wake up with your cock in my mouth. I want to be buck-toothed because I'm giving you oral sex in the morning. I want to fall asleep with your dick in my mouth like a pacifier. Sir, I'm going to need all kind of orthodontia. Looking forward to it. I'm planning in advance for it. That's the kind of woman I am. I plan in advance for my debauchery and my escapades. You know what I'm saying? Jelly belly. Ejaculating on a partner's stomach. Ooh. Ooh. I like that. Okay. Next one is Jersey Turnpike. An absurd sex act in which you stick a finger in your partner's ass, then stick that finger in your partner's mouth. If you later forget to wash your hands and put that finger anywhere near their face, the mistake is referred to taking the Newark exit. You know what? I can't even deal. All of my people from New Jersey, let me know how you feel about that. Have you guys ever heard that terminology before? The Jersey Turnpike. You stick your finger in your partner's ass and then stick it in your partner's mouth. I would fuck you up. First of all, your finger shouldn't be in my arsehole anyway. It's an exit. I believe it to be an exit. Shout out to anyone who wants the butt plugs. We're doing a butt plug giveaway effectively tomorrow. We're announcing it tonight, but I'm going to put some pictures of some of the butt plugs I have on the Facebook page, facebook.com/TAWK radio. If you are the first person under either picture to say you want said butt plug, you will message me, but I'll tell you that you won. You'll message me behind the scenes. I'll get your information and send that off to you. Okay. Let's see, a jizz whistle is another name for a penis. Where do they get this stuff from? A jizz whistle. All right, anyway, more music here on this Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio, the ABCs of Sex series, the letter J. This next one I'm going to play is called Play Play by J Hus and Burna Boy here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
I know you're in love. Got me up the Mac with the extension, and me up the money for your extensions. Got me like your hair longer than my gun. Ooh, know we have the guns and girls. I feel keep the balance. And up in my world when I sleep in a man. Anytime you could go down, she won't hold out. She let it all out. Bow, 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 bow.
My favorite favorite girl had the French braids. I had a crush on her since back a day. She said her usna needs a bandage. After I come round and gave her the 12 gauge. She tried to call my phone but it was engaged. I was with my little mama, she was honey glazed. I've been crushing on her since back then. Just the other day I gave her the Mac 10.
TAWK Radio.
But I swear I'm a sucker for a little Gucci. I had a skin fade like Lil Boosie, and then I went and gave Lil Mama the Lil Uzi. Cause you got a body shape that I can't forget. The way I make you drip when I'm talking slick. I'm ashamed cause when I came I was busting quick. That's why this time I came with a banana clip.
Got me up the Mac with the extension, and me have the money for your extensions. Got me like your hair longer than my gun. Ooh, now we have the guns and girls that we keep the balance. And up in my world when I sleep in a man. Anytime you could go down, she gon' hold down, she let it all out. Bow, 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 bow.
Only God can judge me, but my friends are lifer. My life is too far, so I can never wife her. I'm from the East Coast, but she's a West Sider. I scoped her from far, cause I'm the best sniper. Said she had the melon, so I go and get 'em. Spray with my AK-47. The way she keeps me guessing, she is a blessing. But she only loves me for my 357. I think she was Bayesian or maybe Trini. Every time I linked her, I had a 9 milli. I had to link a cougar with a Luger, but the next time I bring out the big bazooka. It's the return of the Mac, call it the sequel. I'm known as the Mac like Beanie Siegel. Before she got undressed, she was already see-through. Then she fell in love with my Desert Eagle.
Got me up the Mac with the extension, and me have the money for your extensions. Got me like your hair longer than my gun. Ooh, now we have the guns and girls that we keep the balance. And up in my world when I sleep in a man. Anytime you could go down, she gon' hold down, she let it all out. Bow, 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 bow.
She love me for my gunplay, from Monday to Sunday. I keep a girl up on the runway. She love me for my gunplay. But if it wasn't for my gunplay, then she really wouldn't love me. She love me for my gunplay, from Monday to Sunday. I keep a girl up on the runway. She love me for my gunplay. But if it wasn't for my gunplay, then she really wouldn't love me.
TAWK Radio with your host Cypher Kai on this Freaky Fridays. Alright, so let's continue here, you guys. Where are we? A John, a prostitute's customer. Why do they call them Johns? You know, I think all the Johns should be, you know, insulted by that. Why is it called a John? I'd have loved to know that. Okay, joined at the dick. To my pride community, two heterosexual men who spend as much time together as a romantic couple. Okay. Joined at the groin. I like that one. Joined at the groin means sex. That's nice. What we have here, joy juice, natural female lubrication. So it means your coochie wets itself up by itself. That's really good. You know, you don't need to have I still like to have someone spit on it from time to time, though. I gotta say, I'm not mad to have my partner, though. The one that, you know, the one with the title on him. You know, spit on it from time to time. You know, make it nasty, make it wet and stuff. You know, wetter. You know, I don't like the thought of using artificial lubes. Not knocking anyone who uses them. I just don't like the thought of it. I kind of feel like mentally, and maybe my thoughts on that might change. I always had said before, this is before the long ass hiatus I put my coochie on, that if I ever needed artificial lubrication, it meant it was time for me to stop fucking. So, you know, I don't know. So maybe my thoughts on that will change, but that's kind of how I feel. It's kind of how I feel. Oh, like a John Doe unknown male. Okay, thank you. See, my talkers be helping me out and shit, stumbling and shit on the air and all that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Mr. Harrison, for giving me that bit of information there. All right, I said joy juice already, didn't I? Jumping on a grenade. What? When a wingman sacrifices his penis by having sex with an ugly woman so that his friends may have sex with the grenades. Okay, that's a lot of that. So there's a lot of this guys jumping into fuck unattractive people and stuff. Right? Because guys, I guess you can. It's like just a body stimulation. I guess you can do that. I guess. All right, so I'm going to play some more music and come back. I think there's only like 3 or 4 more terminologies because the J is kind of short. And then I'm going to read these sexual articles you guys sent me to give you guys my feedback quickly. And then we're going to party. On this Freaky fucking Fridays. All right, so as we're in this Afrobeats vein, I got one more to play, I think, in this section of on this section. This is called Sample You by Mr. Easy, which I absolutely love here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Another guilty beat.
Zagalat. It's your boy Easy.
Monster music.
Mommy, you they look good. If you no go mind, I go love to sample you. If you take off you, they look so fresh. Blow my mind, I go love to handle you. Mommy, you they look good. If you no go mind, I go love to sample you. If you take off you, they look so fresh. Blow my mind, I go love to handle you.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Friday.
Make you look me well. If you love me, I go love you back. If you give me chance, I go give you chance. I dey feel your parole, I dey feel your package, I dey love your parole. Sick of you carry overload. I dey feel your parole, I dey feel your package. As the bed do they play, my baby make you ginger me, oh yeah, mommy, you they look good. If you no go mind, I go love to sample you. Take up, you they look so fresh. Blow my mind, I go love to handle you. Oh yeah, mommy, you they look good. If you no go mind, I go love to sample you.
TAWK Radio.
In my mind, I go love to handle you. All the way to Tamale. Hey, when you hear you must to boom my all the way to Tamale. Hey, when you hear you must to boom my Zaga. Oh yeah, mommy, you look good. If you no go mind, I go love to sample you. If you take off, you go look so fresh. Blow my mind, I go love to handle you. Oh yeah, mommy, you look good. If you no go mind, I go love to sample you. If you take off, you go look so fresh. Blow my mind, I go love to handle you. All the way to Tamale. Hey, when you hear you must to boom my all the way to Tamale. Hey, when you hear you must to boom my oh yeah, mommy, you they look good. If you no go mind, I go love to sample you. Take up, you they look so fresh. Blow my mind, I go love to handle you. Oh yeah, mommy, you they look good. If you no go mind, I go love to sample you. If you take off, you they look so fresh. In my mind, I go love to handle you. Aje, gaga, aje, aje, gaga, Zaga.
Monster music.
TAWK Radio's Freaky fucking Fridays with your hostess Cypher Kai on www.tawkradio.com/shows. There goes more of that wildlife passing in front of my car. This is the ABCs of Sex Series, the letter J. Shout out to all of the people who said you're loving the music. I love that you love the music. I take my time and I pull these things so we can have a nice international party. I do. So what's the last couple of phrases here tonight for these J's? Jumpstart, to wake a partner or to get them in the mood for sex with foreplay. That's right. I know that's right. You can't just be whacking that thing in me without giving me some kind of warning and some lubing up, some kisses and some touchings and things. Yes. Jungle fever, a sexual appetite for a member of another race, often refers to a white person's preference for African Americans. Because we are sexy as fuck, aren't we? We really are. I mean, I'm just saying. We really are. Jungle fever, though, it's a little insulting. You're saying like we're what? We're like these wild animals, and you want to tame us. See, all those Tarzan movies that used to come on in the afternoon on Saturdays when we were kids fucked everybody's mind up about that shit, didn't it? All right, junk in the trunk is someone with a large ass. Junk in the trunk. Okay, and here's the last one for the evening for the J's. Just the tip. Lying motherfucker. Gateway foreplay that leads to intercourse. This occurs when a partner is hesitant about being penetrated, especially without a condom. The eager male promises just to put the tip of the penis in just for a moment, just to see how it feels, and then of course full penetration normally follows, because we know this, right? Especially those of you guys who got like these nice, circumcisions, or these beautiful, strong erections that feel like baseball bats. You just put the head in. Of course, we want to feel the rest of it. Especially if you got sense and you do it right? You're like sucking on boobies or whatever. I personally don't like the booby thing, but you're doing whatever it is that's getting me all hot and wriggly. You're like wriggling around like a little kid and shit. And then you put the fucking head in. Of course, even if you only meant to put the head in, I'm going to find a way to either pull you in me or slide down on it or something. I mean, come on. You can't just play with. Come on. It's almost disrespectful. Like, you can't have an erect penis and waste it just putting the tip in. You know what I'm saying? It's almost insulting. Now, maybe when you're groany grown, right? Like groany grown, like I'm groany grown, and so you know what you want. You decided you're gonna fuck this person, whether it's whatever it is. You have an understanding. It's kind of disrespectful to be wasting, erections, right? I had a friend of mine tell me, he's at a stage of his life where he can't afford to waste any more erections. They got to count for something, Once he gets up, something's got to go down. So he's not wasting them. He's not watching porn. He's not like doing dumb shit. I should call it dumb shit. Anything he does with his cock is like dumb shit, right? He's not doing dumb shit. So when the erection comes up, it's time to put in some work. There's no saying no. It's time to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel the same way. It's kind of like, it's disrespectful to me, I feel, for someone who appreciates, has a thorough respect, right, for blowjobs and anything penis related, right, to have an erection at your disposal and you're only putting in the tip. It's disrespectful. I feel it to be disrespectful. That's all I'm saying. So that was the ABCs of sex with the letter J. Don't worry. Don't start sending me crying emojis. The show is not over. Just that portion of it. So I'm going to play some music, come back and read the articles you guys sent me. They're sex related that I've not read yet, because you want my feedback on them. I'm very big mouthed. I said that. Big mouthed. I said it. I know it's big mouthed. I can, enunciate, but we make up words and phrases here, goddammit. So you want my big mouthed feedback. I know, just a tip never works. I know. So now, before I get there, Miss Tonya was telling me her coochie business because I requested it. Right? She said she had a similar situation when I gave you guys a story about my clip burning. She said she went through a similar thing here in the public chat room. So I said, what are you talking about? So she said she was using these feminist wash wipes when she took a bath, and then when she was done and used the wipes, she had sex, and then she screamed it was burning so bad that her partner thought that she had an STD. Oh, that sounds terrible. See, here's the thing. As I said before, you got to be very careful what you're using on your body anywhere, but especially in your sexual areas, right? Guys, you might want to, you go and you get that thing when it's the first time you get in with somebody, you want to impress the bitch. You feel really good about your shape and your size, so you shave your head, let's say, and shave yourself and things, and oil your body up, and you use a special oil to make the dick look more, bigger and more intimidating. You got to be careful what you're putting there, right? And so the same thing with you ladies. You don't know that you're allergic to something until, unfortunately, you use it or come in contact with it. So you got to be mindful about the things that you're putting in you, on you, around you, especially as it pertains to sex. Now, I've given this bit of advice before. Let me give it again. Right? PSA, right? If you want to know, guys, here's the thing. If you want to find out if a woman has an STD, old wives' tale, but it works, right? Here's the thing. I'm going to learn you a couple of things tonight. I said that, I'm going to learn you a few things tonight. Here's a way to do it. Now, what you do is you take your one of your fingers, preferably the pinky finger, stick it in your ear, right? Get a little bit of wax on your finger. You should not have enough wax in your ear. You're pulling out a fucking candle out of there. Just enough to touch it. Get a little wax, ear wax on your finger. Then you take the same finger and insert it into the person you want to fuck. Especially if you want to fuck a raw dog. The earwax will set off any STDs or bacteria she has in there, so it will make her flinch. I promise you this works. It's like a old school STD detector. I don't know why it works. I won't play myself and try to explain that. Our old head gave that to me years and years and years ago, and it works. It works. So yeah, a little earwax on your finger. Put it in your potential partner's vagina, and they will flinch or make a sound or whatever. They jump back from it. The earwax encounters some kind of bacteria in there, and more than likely she has an STD. Doesn't necessarily mean she's a nasty bitch, because a lot of times a women can carry STDs that show no symptoms until they fuck someone with no condoms. What's the name of that one? I think it's chlamydia. That they can carry. It can be dormant in a woman for a very long time, and until she has sex with her partner, raw dog, and he gets gonorrhea, then she'll know she's got it. She'll go back and check whatever. Now, ladies, let me learn you a few things. Do not let your bang buddy, fuck buddy, slut bucketry, carrying on with, I make up words here. I say what I said, right? If you know you and your person have an understanding, which means no matter how much he's copping a plea to you and promising you he's monogamous and whatever, because you guys have an understanding and not a relationship, he's probably fucking around. Do not allow this whore bag to go out and get something and say to you, oh, you know what? Bitch, I think it's you. I think you might got chlamydia or something, and you gave it to me. Ninja. The first time you guys fucked, that would have came out. So don't let him tell you that bullshit. Right? Go tell him to go back to Boom Quisha and get her tested. You get yourself tested and exit stage right. Because me personally, I can't, at this stage of my life, I can't see myself having an understanding with someone, because understandings mean exactly that. There's no monogamy guaranteed in that situation, and I don't want to fuck anyone that I can't put their dick in my mouth. That's a thing for me more than him. That's a requirement for me. I need to feel that I can trust you enough to pop your penis in my mouth like a Tic Tac, like a gum, like a whatever the fuck, like a pacifier, like a whatever else. And I can't do that with an understanding. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I gave God my sentence for the person that he will have for me to ravage sexually, mentally, spiritually, and financially for the rest of my living days. That's all I'm saying. And if you guys missed that part of the show, go back into the archives and or when I get off, just reload the page and you can hear everything from the beginning. I gave out some nice tidbits at the beginning of the show. All right. Not Boom Quisha. Yes, Boom Quisha gave him an STD. You crazy, girl. You crazy. All right. So let me play some music and come back and find those articles you guys sent me to read and give my feedback on. Oh, hello, Mr. Grant. How are you? You just got on, didn't you? Yeah, while the show is winding down, you missed some good shit. You're going to have to go back in the archives, mister. All right. So where are we at now? What am I doing? All right, so let's get into some of this good. So I did not leave my reggae heads out, my yardies, my West Indians. I didn't leave you out. I went through it. I played, some reggae in the beginning a little bit, some reggaeton, some Afro beats, back to the bangarang now. See, these are the music that gets me all hyper. I normally play when I'm driving and shit, and I'll be driving again just now because I'm parked at the side of the road. I turned the car off not to burn the gas, and I'm a little cold actually. It's a little cold out here where I am, but it's all good. I'm thugging for you guys. I'm half dressed. I literally ran out the house to go take care of something yesterday, and I got house clothes on, and I'm just out here, just doing it. But I'm dedicated to my talkers and this platform, and so I had to be here. So this next one I'm going to play right now is Stylo G and Nicki Minaj and Vybz Kartel. Touchdown here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Young Money, I'm in the UK.
Just touched down in the airport. Track suit, I'm an Air Force. All of my gal them love me. All the wanna say me ugly. She go spot me designer. She wanna give me the vagina. Everything I from London, Bond Street. Nothing ever come from China. I mean pop up, me tag them. My new Benz, it a mad them. Every day me I swag them. Louis, they pa me back them. See me not too swim, me not like beach. And me too black, me not like bleach. Phone no stop ring when a night reach. Even your girl want try peace. I see him, so me do it. So me do it.
Hey yo, just touched down and out of G5. You know I'm buzzing like a beehive. We still bumping to that C5. Fendi prints pa my knee highs. Body good is some mad them. Fierce pretty me a problem. Everything from Paris, Milan, straight off the runway when I grab them. Platinum plex in my office. Turned that $1 million office. I don't fuck with the middleman, low ranks. I'ma only meet with the bosses. Swimming or two swimming, I like beach. Girl, then want me game and I like teach. Ride the dick good when my man reach. Now your boyfriend want try peace. I see him, so we do it.
TAWK Radio, Freaky Fridays.
So me do it. Just touch down like NASA. Nikki Pum Pum Fata. While you there at your job, your girl giving me a blowjob. More balls than Liverpool. Well, bad dog, we no fool. This a berry tie and yam, enough nigga food. Jan would have redeem ya sicky see. Fuck Vicky, make Nicky see. Me have to represent Brixton. Pan the blood clot, bridge and big song. She a boom off my hoodin at the front seat. Me come, she complete, head up feet. Come G's, bun weed, Humvee, don't come cheap. Stepping at the club, enough punk, leave. Just touch round at the hot spot. Have a million at the rucksack. Tell Biggie if he like that. But he busy pan him WhatsApp. Say a girl want link for the fat cock. Me say dog just match that. Hey, man I shoot and me never miss her anytime girl want back shot. Put that money on the table. Make my friend them live life dear too. Me I celebrate them, I celebrate too. Tell them girl if he stay too. See me not too swim, me not like beach. And me too black, me not like bleach. Phone no stop ring when a night reach. Even your girl want try peace. I see him, so me do it. So me do it. I see him, so me do it. So me do it.
TAWK Radio with your hostess Cypher Kai on the ones and twos on this Freaky Fridays ABCs of Sex Series, the letter J. So actually I'm not going to do the sex stories tonight because I actually need to get going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the rest of the songs I got queued up in here. As I mentioned, I'm parked on the side of a road someplace, not at my house, not in my state. I need to make my way back home. It's getting late and I got to drive by myself. So I'm going to play this music that's queued up. And I'll save those articles for next week, yeah? So the next one I'm going to play here is from Stylo G Spice and Sean Paul, Dumpling Remix, here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Madman out and stunting. Kyle them tick like dumpling. Girl with big jumping. Action, ready for the thumping, ready for the thumping, ready for the thumping.
Bad girl step out, I'm stunting. Queen, my ties them tick like pumpkin. Look pon me, big jumping. My money tick like a caramel dumpling. Remix style of the vocal range. Black and beautiful, so me now play. Me no free, me no chat, me no eye gal. Me money make a gal act suicidal. That gal fake like me weave them. Oh lord, gal say she bad, me no believe them. Hey, rich, watch how me a beat them. Chanel, Fendi, me Louis V them. But there's female out there, tell them to confront. Location have changed and the money me a on. First class up front, Italy for gyal a grunt. Me bank account fatter than my front.
We out and bad, stunting. Them gyal say we sweet like pumpkin. True we Kyle them tick like dumpling. Kyle them tick like dumpling. Out and bad.
TAWK Radio.
Them gyal say we sweet like pumpkin. True we Kyle them tick like dumpling. Kyle them tick like dumpling.
Blazing and blunting. Make way for the big truck shunting. Steadily we hunting. Now no time for the war nor the gunting. Yeah, hear me mighty, I just funting. Run the gal them water like fountain. From them sitting it buff up like a mountain. Climb to the peak, no rerouting. Me love kinny gal and me love plumping. Anyone I wanna come give me something. And a day now weed in a month, year on to year, me a get the girl pumping. See then when the sound start jumping, girl them a flip it and a dip it and a run things. See then when the vibe get drunking, girl want see the callaloo and the dumpling. Bang bang bang.
We out and bad, stunting. Them gyal say we sweet like pumpkin. True we Kyle them thick like dumpling. Kyle them thick like dumpling. Out and bad, stunting. Them gyal say we sweet like pumpkin. True we Kyle them thick like dumpling. Kyle them thick like dumpling. Bad man out and stunting. Kyle them thick like dumpling. Gyal with big jumping. Action ready for the thumping. Fresh like Portland, eh? Trophy just cast at the boat land, eh? Just calculate the total. Now the money make me get antisocial. Out and bad, stunting. Them gyal say we sweet like pumpkin. True we Kyle them thick like dumpling. Kyle them thick like dumpling. Out and bad, stunting. Them gyal say we sweet like pumpkin. True we Kyle them thick like dumpling. Kyle them thick like dumpling.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays with your hostess Cypher Kai. You guys can't believe I am on the side of the road. I promise you, I'm on the side of the road. See, my A1 day ones know I get down like this when I need to get my mind clear. I have something to do. I don't want to miss out on doing the broadcast for you guys, and I don't know why I didn't think about doing this shit last week. And my uncle dropped, but I was actually rather concerned for his health. Even though he was not live, unscripted, uncensored radio. Wah! All right, as we continue, the next one I'm going to play here is called Block Traffic by Cranium and Ritical here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Eastside. Yeah, she do what me like. Real man, I'm fucking on your pussy, baby girl, on a diet, yeah. Show up now, like me see the split, so I'm stitching it right. Turn on the light, set the vibes right, all night. She know me no fake. If fuck a artist like me in her life every wait. She see me, she say it's real, so I guess she loving it sick. Fuck her to sleep with tears in her eyes, call it awake.
TAWK Radio, Freaky Friday.
X-Man, I watch it. If him violate me, send my friend go knock it. A pussy fat, a black traffic. Plus it's smaller than a hand's back pocket. X-Man, I watch it. If him violate me, send my friend go knock it. A pussy fat, a black traffic. Plus it's smaller than a hand's back pocket.
Yeah. Wicked man, she prefer be a killer, she get catch. You coulda rich, she still not see that. Better go relax. I coulda beam, I coulda tea. That girl I pick up in her, she still a cause she no matter about no video camera. She love the badness, and she love all the dollars, so she follow east side. And I know only Instagram my real life. Girl pussy wet up each time she see crime. But meanwhile, go and do what me like. Euphoria. You give me joy, pussy alone me love. Nothing a boy, girl up no wide anywhere. Anybody no shy if it be your supply. If you see me with 30 girlfriend, no cry. I just like the girls, them love I. She looking at me eye and tell me say she no mind. No matter what, she still like give me vagina because
no me no fear. Fuck a artist like me in her life every wait. She see me, she say it's real, so I guess she loving it sick. Fuck her to sleep with tears in her eyes, call it awake. Girl, them a send me great, yeah. X-Man, I watch it. If him violate me, send my friend go knock it.
TAWK Radio.
Traffic. Plus it's smaller than a hand's back pocket. X-Man, I watch it. If him violate me, send my friend go knock it. A pussy fat, a black traffic. Plus it's smaller than a hand's back pocket.
TAWK Radio's Freaky fucking Fridays with your hostess Cypher Kai on the ones and twos. So we're going to continue with Mr. Cranium, So Me Move here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Yeah, oh yeah, Cranium. Have some girl who wouldn't fuck back again. Have some friend who wouldn't link with again. Have some men when I go circle again. No prosperity, me no see none of them. Have some food that me go share with give them. Belly get full and me no see them again. When them a walk down, me can't trust them. No, me can't trust them. Hey, them fi drop boof, me fi drop pink. That's why me move so.
TAWK Radio.
Them no real boy, yeah. No. Them no real boy, yeah. Have some link mood to see it up again. Have some bridge mood that burn down again. Know some boy send me out for a yen. Give them the rope and just slow them feeling. Have some family me want see again. But two of them go on, we can't agree again. That's why me not trust mankind, them unkind. Oh God. Them fi jack boof, me fi jack pink. That's why me move so. Hearts from Virgin Chaplin. Them no real boy, yeah. No. Them no real boy, yeah. Yeah. All the energy, enough of them and try to feed pan. When nothing on go on, you them lean on. And as them get them way, they move away. But mine is out of work. Stay alert, I say. Have some girl wouldn't fuck back again. Have some friend who wouldn't link with again.
TAWK Radio, Freaky Friday.
Have some food that me go share with them. Belly get full and me not see them again. When them a walk down, me can't trust them. No, me can't trust them. Hey. Them fi jack boof, me fi jack pink. That's why me move so. Hearts from Virgin Chaplin. Them no real boy, yeah. No. Them no real boy, yeah.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fridays. Alright, you guys, we've got 3 more songs before we wind down the evening and I have to get back on the road for this road trip back home. The next we're going to play is we're keeping in the vein with Mr. Cranium right now. So this is Cranium, Ty Dolla $igns and Burna Boy Hotel here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Cranium, swear she's slicker than me. Like she don't know me, babe. Only real girls can really understand what I say. Alright. Me a fuck a girl and she a tell her friend them they need to plan up and catch me. 3-way phone call girl I try make like say them one time me. In a conversation but ain't no conversating with me but nobody. Take your cocky and go on, you can't keep calm. Watch girl a blow up and stamp. Chew me fuck her in the hotel. Me tell it all.
TAWK Radio.
Find out me a fuck the friend and the other friend. That's why they might try plan up for try style, man. Smarter than who you must see mad, yeah, man. Who yeah?
I gave her that D, I got that girl sprung. She told her friends about me, now they want some. I fuck about the boost, still got my shades on. Oh yeah, switch the position, now tell me what you want. Yeah.
True, me fuck her in the hotel. Me tell it all down, tell you all swell. Find out me I fuck the friend and the other friend. That's why they might try plan up for try style, man. Smarter than who you must see mad, yeah, man.
No, baby. I wanna see you nude and make you lay down. And you say, ooh, welcome to lay down.
Girl, I invite me a yard up and I broke. Me nah look and she shook because she a wonder how me so slick. So motherfucking slick. And if you feel like you want fuck star boy, I want share that dick. Easy yourself, yeah, babe. Tell her say you can't fool me, come and tell her from morning true.
I wanna see you in the sunshine, yeah. One time, yeah.
Freaky Fridays Talk Radio.
Tryna have a threesome, huh? You ain't afraid to express your sexuality. I'm tryna make your fantasy a reality. We got the beach front at the Four Seasons. New Chanel, we just ran it up and need you.
She me fuck her in the hotel. Me tell it all down, tell you all swell. Find out me I fuck the friend and the other friend. That's why they might try plan up for try style, man. mad, yeah, man. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck her in the hotel. Oh.
Smarter than ooh, you must see mad, yeah, man. Oh yeah.
TAWK Radio with your host Cypher Kai on the ones and twos. Wind down for the evening, the exterludes for the evening. Two more songs, and then I gotta go. But the greatness is, tomorrow we're doing Small Business Saturdays, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 full hour of music and shout outs for your small businesses, products, services, and independent artists. I do believe some of the record labels gave donations as well, so great. We'll be playing some music, having a good time. No craziness coming out of my mouth. There might be one or two songs that have the explicit versions there, but other than that, it's just music and shout outs, you guys. So come and stay tuned for that as well. It's going to be really wonderful. If you missed the Wednesday show, please go back in the archives. My Pistivity Corner Part 2. It was very, very profane. Not sexually explicit, but very profane. A lot of things are vexing me, beyond vexing me. And you guys should go back into the archives and check that out. The last two for the evening. The first one's going to be Stylo G, featuring Stammer Kid Putty Dong, here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
No, the girl in love, you know. Yo, nowadays me now if say nothing. Whoa, pussy run. You wanna get this, go put it down. You wanna get this, go put it down. Be a bad girl, I bring it come. Me up in a heart, yeah, she rather me.
TAWK Radio.
Meanwhile, you a spend your money. She a get my body. Fly, we fly them out. Champagne, stammer, we buy them out. Gyal a pop when they Kyle them out. Who a talk tough, tell them mind them out.
Hey styler, we bring designer out. If a cash man have all kind of mouth. Nowadays all dog wear Gucci. So how come some man still China out?
Make money sure, make money stack, make money from weed, make money from crack. Spend money but you have to know.
TAWK Radio Freaky Friday.
Money go yard, money come back. Count out the prof, money non-stop.
Hey, we a get the legal money like chop. Make your girlfriend walk me like shop. Ooh, pussy run. You wanna get this, go put it down. You wanna get this, go put it down. Be a bad girl, I bring it come. Ooh, pussy run. You wanna get this, go put it down. You wanna get this, go put it down. Be a bad girl, I bring it come. Yo, them go pick up girl, them can't manage. Nowadays, them girl, you're too savage.
That's why our girl, them not average. Them want fight you for marriage.
Love bad girl, but she have purpose. Some man a clown call them circus. The pussy good, still me not go in a hurt us. If she goes to love them, me I go nervous. Ooh, pussy run. You wanna get this, go put it down. You wanna get this, go put it down. Be a bad girl, I bring it come. Ooh, pussy run. You wanna get this, go put it down. You wanna get this, go put it down. Be a bad girl, I bring it come.
Freaky Fridays Talk Radio.
Some of them too lie dog. Never get the pussy yet them still a try hard. For the girl me have a cock up in a my yard. Back shot where she get boom. Be a big tune pon the cock she select.
Man take them girl cause she freaky. She love the money so we give her the sweetie. She want me for breed it, believe me. One word and she give me pussy easy.
Ooh, pussy run. You wanna get this, go put it down. You wanna get this, go put it down. Be a bad girl, I bring it come. Ooh, pussy run. You wanna get this, go put it down. You wanna get this, go put it down. Be a bad girl, I bring it come.
TAWK Radio with your host Cypher Kai on the ones and twos. The Extolude for the evening. The Extolude for the evening is going to be Stylo G. Oh Lord, here on the Freaky Fridays on Talk Radio.
Yo, Jordan, man style different. Step up on them pepper hot. The sauce run out, me have the whole pepper pot. Money I make even if me take a nap. Then my wife girl will take more meal and letterbox. Me a the bad uncle, she a the bad auntie. She love to wind up herself like a Nancy. Tell her to take time, do it then balance it. Then me light up the spliff like Kalanji. Yard man, we not Tarzan. Full of girl, go and go ask Jordan. Watch a style, yeah. Everybody want one. You have to spend 10 years in a London. I say you bad, do it. I saw me bad, do it. I say you bad, do it. Every day man clean and dog. Every style I'm a job too hard. Oh Lord, be a bad gal inna the yard. Oh Lord, we make uptown y'all look easy. I make English y'all
Freaky fucking Fridays, Talk Radio.
Oh Lord, be a bad gal inna the yard. Oh Lord, we make uptown y'all look easy. I make English y'all act yard. People have to look who's stepping at the rotted place. Too much cars in a parking space. Boom, rich like my own marketplace. The killer there so him have to mask him face. Yeah. Pretty girl love my style down. One in me I do it for a while down. Dumping up the place for a while now. Now me have the whole world shout out style down. Hold them. Yard man, we not Tarzan. Full of girl go and go ask Jordan. Watch a style yeah. Everybody want one. You have to spend 10 years in a London. I say you bad, do it. I say you bad, do it. I say you bad, do it. Every day man clean and neat. Every style of my job too hard. Oh Lord. A bad gal inna the yard. Oh, we make uptown y'all look easy. I make English y'all
TAWK Radio's Freaky Friday.
Be a bad gal inna the yard. Oh, we make uptown y'all look easy. I make English y'all act yard. Oh Lord. Yo, legal money and a funny note. Bad from Spain town and I saw me grow. She a tell me if you push it straight down your throat. Inna the Lambo where yellow like a curry goat. Band Street make me love the pound them. Boom, pay for the dub, oh she account them. Girl I see me and I get wet fountain. Pretty girl like Amaya Townsend. I say you bad, do it. I say she bad, do it. I say you bad, do it. I say girl for clean and neat. I say you bad, do it. I say she bad, do it. I say you bad, do it. I say girl for clean and neat.
TAWK Radio's Freaky Fucking Fridays with your host Cypher Kai on the ones and twos. This has been the episode ABCs of Sex with the letter J. Next week, please come back for ABCs of Sex with the letter K. We'll continue all the way through the alphabet until we're finished. I think X, Y, and Z will have one episode altogether, I think. I don't read these things in advance. Get your papers and pens out. Pay attention to what you're learning here. It will be worth some money soon. I appreciate all of you who've been tuned in here tonight. Absolutely humbling. Shout out to all of the countries that are making the biggest movement. Shout out to everyone that's sharing this thing around like you're supposed to, growing this platform. Let's make it big and wonderful for everyone. Come back tomorrow for the live radio. Come back tomorrow for the Small Biz Saturdays. Right? Small Biz Saturdays. Yes? Okay. So, like I said, Ven, I decided to give you an upgrade on your package. So I hope you're going to tune in with us tomorrow. There are animals, like I said, moving around in front of my car. Don't worry, you guys. I am prayed up. I stayed up and I'm prayed up. And I know you guys are going to have me in your prayers as well. So I can get home safely and broadcast for you guys tomorrow and going forward for a very long time. So, all right, my lovelies, be safe, be responsible. If you came into the archive late, feel free that once I log off, just go and reload the page at www.tawkradio.com/shows. And you can hear everything you missed from the beginning, right? So come back tomorrow, go into the archives. There's 100 and something archives available for you. You can listen, you can learn. The archives will not always be there. They're going to be worth a lot of money if you have access to these downloads. So please make sure that you download this stuff. What time tomorrow? 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time then. Yes, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. You're welcome then. Oh, you did hear the entire show, because I was going to curse your ass out. I was going to curse your ass out. Miss Tonya, will you be on with us tomorrow for the Small Business Saturday? So what, tomorrow, 1 hour. As this grows and more people are participating, we can extend the time all the way up to 5 hours. Imagine having 5 hours of cypher on a Saturday that you can share, because there's no debauchery on Small Business Saturdays, just music and shout outs and showcasing businesses and services and music and stuff. So it's really good, really good. All right, you guys, it's been amazing to be here with you, but I gotta go.